What's going on, guys? My name is Victor, and today I'm back with another After Effects tutorial. Today we are covering the hologram glitch effect from Eminem's Rap God music video. Alright, here I've got some footage of me backed up against a green screen, and I'm just looking around. I've got it in After Effects ready to work on. Alright, first thing you're going to do is create a null object, and then we're going to track the motion of this clip. So I track the motion of my nose. Once it's done tracking, set the target to the null, and then click apply. After that, I masked out parts of the clip that didn't have green screen on it. Now go to your effects and type in CC ball action, drag and drop that onto your footage, and then I instantly changed the ball size to 40 just so I could see what's going on a little bit better. Alright, now you can see that I'm kind of made up of circular pixels and it's starting to kind of look like a hologram. Alright, go back to the effects and type in curves, drag and drop that onto your footage, and then we're going to create a simple S curve out of that just to create more contrast between the highlights and the shadows. Alright, now right click just that clip, not the null object, and click pre-compose and select move all attributes and then hit OK. Now we are going to key the footage. It seems a little counterintuitive that we would do that ball action before the key, but every time I tried keying it and then doing the ball action, it wouldn't fill my body with those little circles. It would leave half of them blank and it would just look weird. So we did the ball first and then we're going to key it. So I use the key effect from Red Giant's VFX suite, but you could definitely use the key light here in After Effects to get rid of that green screen. And honestly, if you don't have a green screen, you don't even have to use a green screen. You could just mask out the subject or rotoscope. Alright, once you're done with that, pre-compose, move all attributes, and hit OK. Now we're going to parent that pre-comp with that null object. So now it should be tracked around, meaning every time the head moves, the body's kind of moving too. So that's kind of a cool way to get some artificial motion, because my camera was just locked off on the tripod and I didn't have anyone here to move the camera for me. But the reason we tracked all that in the beginning and now are parenting that with the tracking information is because when the head moves, we want those pixels to stay there. It looks like the pixels are a part of the face instead of just in front of the face. Now I go back to the pre-comp that we originally keyed out the green, and then I turned on the motion blur so that when I'm moving around, those pixely CC ball actions look a little smoother. Alright, now go back to the final pre-comp that we have, and now I'm just going to scale and reposition it. Now we're going to fine tweak the exact settings of the CC ball action, but to save you guys time, I'm not going to show you that whole process because it was like 20 minutes of just tweaking, trial and error. So I'm just going to show you the values that I went with. Now all these values are going to be keyframed except for the ball size, which I never changed from 40. So I'm keyframing every 12 keyframes. So basically we're going to go up and change at the 12 frame mark, and then at the 24 frame mark it goes back to where it was, and we will be repeating that. So starting at the beginning, I keyframed the scatter to 0.1 to then 0.3 and back to 0.1. Starting from the beginning again, I keyframed the rotation from 0 to then -22 and then back to 0. Now for the grid spacing, starting from the beginning, I went from 4 to 5 to 4. And then last but not least, on the twist, I keyframed from 0 at the beginning to 50 to then 0 again, and then set the mode to brightness. Alright, this next step is completely optional, you don't need to do it, but I added Hollow Matrix from Red Giant. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is search in your effects for Lumetri Color, add it to your pre-comp, and lower the saturation from 100 to 25. I then went back and tightened up the mask a little bit because I noticed the key wasn't perfect, and so now you have like these just tiny, very faint gray ball pixely things off to the side of me. And if I was going to do this for a project, I would spend a long time, you know, really getting the mask close to the body so you don't have those and it's just a pitch black background just like the Rap God music video. But I didn't do that, I just tightened up the mask a little closer to my body. So now I went back to the CC ball action. Basically we just need to make those keyframes repeat. You can either do something completely different or you can just start the rhythm and pattern of what you're creating creating with those keyframes, which is what I did. So you can either copy and paste those keyframes, or you can go to each stopwatch on each value that you're changing, hold Alt and click, and then type in the expression loop out, and that will just repeat that keyframe segment until the clip ends. So then I noticed in the Rap God music video on this effect, there's these little digital glitches all on the sides of him and on his face that are just kind of moving. And so I was going to go and adjust the mask to have like little glitches come in, just mask out parts of my face. And so here is the final product. That is how you can do the hologram glitch effect in Eminem's Rap God music video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and comment. It really does help, gets other people's eyeballs on this channel, and then we can all grow together. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.